Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your November 20th to the 30th, 2023 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading from me, put a turkey in the comment box. A person will be chosen at random at the end of the month, and that person will be announced through a separate video altogether, an absolutely separate video. And so just keep your eyes open for that, and don't be fooled by anybody who contacts you in the comment box pretending to be me. They will not be. So always make sure to really check the icon of the person contacting you. If you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. It's linked in the description box below, as are all the cards that I'm using. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Oh, goodness. All right, Capricorn. Let's see what the tarot has to say as I just smash things into glass pumpkins. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Okay, so we are crowned with the King of Pentacles reversed. We then have can't see that, the Seven of Cups, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. We have the Emperor, which is also Aries energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And we have the King of Swords coming through. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Soulmate connection, true love connection. You don't know about it. Like you're kind of like crossing each other's paths. Things aren't working out. Or you could be going through a rough patch if you're in a relationship. Just be aware of this during this time. We can also feel a bit out of balance with ourselves. So also acknowledging that energy is going to be super beneficial. We are represented by the Pentacles in the minor arcana. So with the King and the Queen of Pentacles coming through, it can mean, Capricorn, that for the end of November, we feel a bit off balance, not quite ourselves, like trying to figure things out, trying to, get back into the groove of things. But also, if you're interested in meeting your soulmate or you've already met your soulmate, right? You could be having difficulties. Again, if you're interested in meeting a soulmate, you're like just about to meet the person, or you're passing, again, like ships in the night. If you're in a relationship, things are just a little bit out of balance. And it doesn't mean that you're not meant to be together. It just means that you're going through a bit of a rough patch. So do be aware of this. With the Seven of Cups, your dreams are coming forward. And the Emperor is Aries energy, time frame March 21st to April 19th. It's determination, focus, insight, really looking at where you're going. Now, during this time, we can be very money focused, which isn't a bad thing. Bills need to be paid. So just being aware that we can really be looking at, okay, how is everything interconnected? How can I do this? How can I do that? Or maybe not seeing the interconnectedness of things, but giving all our energy in one place instead of also making sure that we take care of ourselves. With the King of Swords, this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and we're going to be seeing here that a lot of knowledge is coming our way. There is somebody who either steps into our lives, is in our lives. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. But with the King of Swords, there's this real sense of claiming your voice, of knowing your power, but also having somebody in your life who says really profound things. Like they're things that resonate with you, even if they're not meant to be profound. You're like, oh wow, that that holds wisdom, that holds purpose. So just be aware of this. Now, with spirit energy, angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit. Oh, goodness. Spirit guides, we have 4 because spirit is chatty right now. So what we have is evolve reversed. We then have mystical, joyous, and authentic. So what we're going to be seeing is that we're not really going to be feeling the transformation of this time. We can know that we need to transform, or we know that we're on the precipice of bigger transformations, stepping into something bigger. But right now, we can feel a little bit even stagnant during this time. So just being aware of that is going to be super important. And then moves us to mystical. Connecting with the more mystical side of our beings and, and life is just going to be really important to us. We might not be a big fan of orthodoxy. We might not be a big fan of being told what to do. I know I myself, kind of, I don't know, rules. I'm like, ooh, why? So here, it's looking at things mystically, and it's looking at things spiritually, and it's really connecting with your inner self, your inner power, what you desire, what you want. And it's not being you centric, but it's kind of slowing yourself down and connecting with the earth. And it's realizing, okay, we are earthly beings, and that means something. So that's going to be really important. It brings us then, I mean, I love religions, don't get me wrong, but it's just that sense of needing something a little bit less structured. That's going to be really important. Joyous. Moving forward in joyousness, moving forward in joy is going to be a really beautiful thing for you, Capricorn. Saying, where's my joy? Where is my prosperity? Where is my power? Where do I stand? That is going to be a very big thing. Do not forget about the joy. Do not forget about laughter. Do not forget about beauty. And if we are going through a time where it just feels like, there is no joy, things are hard, it's either talking to somebody or, going to the doctors or whatever it is that we need to do to start getting, well, not whatever, but, things that are kind and gentle and safe on our bodies and our souls and ourselves to open up that joyous door again. So really making joy a priority and saying happiness matters, because happiness matters. It does. We think it doesn't, just like we think loneliness doesn't matter. And then I've just read that loneliness is as bad for you or worse for you than smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Like, what is that? Authentic. Authentic. Be you. Be you, Capricorn. Be you. Do not apologize. Come from a loving, caring, compassionate, place, and be you. And let that guide you forward. It moves us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading, and show me clearly, angels. We have dreams. So this is the third eye chakra. You're going to be dreaming. Your mind is going to be wandering. Daydreams are going to be a part of you during this time, but it's really connecting with your third eye. It's opening up to your dreams. It's opening up to what you desire. We see here in the 7 of Cups, it's like, hey, connect with your dreams again. You forgot about what you deeply desire, what you deeply want. Life has come at you, and that's okay. That's what happens. It's part of living. And here it's saying, dream. Embrace your dreams. Embrace what you desire, but also give yourself grace to dream. Let things slow down so that you're not so stressed. You're not carrying so much on you. But dreaming is going to be very important. Having a dream journal, or just, even waking up and laying there for just a minute, if that's all you can do, and just connecting with that dream, connecting with the voice of your angels that were talking to you, that's really beautiful. Let's see what energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have the 3 of Pentacles reversed. Now, we might not be in a really team player mood during this time, but it's also that others are trying to take, credit and trying to take hold of what we are achieving and how we are moving forward. So just knowing here, I don't want to say lone wolf type of energy, but we're going to see that we don't really want to be a group player. We don't. So just acknowledging that is going to be important. And also acknowledging that when we are in groups, to really kind of identify your path and the way that you're moving forward, because you are going to have people come in and say, well, I did this. And you're going to be like, no, 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 no. This was all me. So just be aware. We are crowned by the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is us. This is reversed, of course. And when we are reversed, it means that we can be going through a stressful time. It means that not always our best quality traits, come out. So just be aware of this during this time, that we can seem a little bit off balance. We can feel it within ourselves. It's like, oh, I usually have this groove. Like everything usually goes so smoothly. And yet now it's like I'm dropping things, or I'm, it's not running smoothly. So just be aware. Dropping things can be a very physical manifestation of this, but it's not running smoothly. Like usually things will run like clockwork. And even if you are being able to manage everything and move everything and nobody gets it but yourself, that on the inside you're kind of screaming and feeling totally stressed out, you can be very sensitive to noises during this time. And I said noises because I think it sounded like noses, but you're not sensitive to noses. So here with the King of Pentacles, embrace you. Embrace you. Stand in your power. Stand in who you are. There is an energy around you that kind of wants you to feel guilty for being you. That's why Spirit said here, authentic is super important. But also, we can get very fixated on the things we feel that we can control, right? Money, we can control, like up to a certain point, right? How we work, how we go after things, we can control. And Spirit is saying here, it is time to look at the blessings and prosperity. It's money and what we value as much as money is what the Pentacles represents. And this is things that aren't necessarily quantifiable. So just be aware of this during this time. We can have a hard time stepping into divine feminine, divine masculine aspects of ourselves. And so we can say, well, then what is there? There's a question mark. There's a chaos. There's a sense of, I feel out of balance with me. So just acknowledging that is going to be super important. And I'm not saying this for anybody who's non-binary. What this is saying is that the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine within us seems out of balance. And Spirit says, calm down and step into you. Because we can be feeling stressed. And so instead of calming things down, slowing things down, we're adding more and more on our plate, because it's like, well, if I can get that done, and if I can get that done, and if I can just push myself, then I'll be able to get over this. And Spirit's saying, that's not how to handle this. Slow down and take care of you, and let me show up in your life. It brings us then to the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups is our dreams. It's our dreams and what we greatly desire and how we want to move forward. We're looking at things and we've kind of pushed our dreams away for a really long time. And those are the dreams that we had when we were little. But remember, when we were little, we had a limited vocabulary. We had a limited way of seeing things. Even now, we have a limited vocabulary and way of seeing things. Spirit is opening up doors, is telling us to remember our dreams, because we're going to see them incorporated in our lives in ways that we hadn't imagined. But it's bringing our dreams back to the forefront. Now we can have, it's interesting. So if we have Aries energy in our chart, that comes through very, very strongly. So if you have Aries energy in your chart, again, May 21st to April 19th, if you have Aries energies in your life, but these people show up very strongly. This area in our chart, this area of our personality, it shows up very strongly during this time. There's also a strong link with your dreams and a strong father figure, patriarchal figure in your family line on the other side that's coming through. Okay? This person can be also coming through in your waking world, right? But there's somebody who has passed who is coming through and saying, hey, remember your dreams, because your dreams were rather similar to their dreams. They jumped outside of the box. They might never have been able to live outside of the box, depending on the time and place that they were, but they dreamt outside of the box for themselves. So just be aware of this. And you're being told here to dream outside of the box for yourself. And that will actually help you come back into balance with what you want, because it's almost like believe in the unbelievable dream that's coming forward. With the Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Queen of Pentacles, when the Queen of Pentacles is stressed, okay, the first way you will notice it is in her attire, all right? So the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles too, but the Queen of Pentacles always for me, I just get, dress for success energy coming through. So with that reverse, Spirit is saying here, be mindful of your appearance, not for anybody else. Don't dress up for anybody else. Be mindful of it for you, because you're going to find that it really does transform your whole entire being, your whole entire existence. It moves you forward in a extraordinary way. So just be aware of this. With the Queen of Pentacles also, what are you nurturing? What are you growing? Because here we can be so stressed and focused on the right now that we're not growing and not nurturing anything, which is diminishing our Pentacles energy. Our Pentacles energy, think of it as being the eternal gardener, right? The person who plants the seeds, who nurtures the plants. But even, during winter, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's, putting the flower beds to sleep. It's taking care of things. And so here, it's nurturing what's important to you. And we can be so stressed that the first thing that we let go of is ourselves, right? The first thing that we say, oh, I can do that later, is anything for us. And so we'll take care of everything else, but we won't take care of ourselves. So just be mindful about this during this time. It's going to be super, super, super important. If you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you're like, Dane, everything is waking up, we're moving into summer. It's like, yeah. So make sure, just like the Queen of Pentacles, make sure that instead of you're putting the beds to sleep, you're waking everything up. You're taking care of those flower beds. You're taking care of yourself. Not to go into hibernation, but to go into vibrancy. It moves us then to the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? It's cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. The King of Swords is knowing your voice and knowing what you want. There is somebody in your life, you might not always agree with them, or you might not agree with this person much at all, but my gosh, do they know where they stand? And that's something that is admirable, okay? This person is going to be giving you, little hints, little drips. I'm just hearing little drips of wisdom, which sounds odd, but that's what Spirit's saying. So we're going to go with it. And these little hints of wisdom, this little bit of knowledge and power is going to be moving you forward. It's like, well, how do I incorporate that into my life? Oh, and how do I look at it that way? And how do I open the door like this? So this is going to be a very big deal for us during this time where we're getting this information. You might not know this person is an air sign energy. This is a person who has a way with language. It could be their Mercury is an air sign energy, like is in an air sign. So that would explain a lot. But there's a power here that is coming forward. Also if you have, okay, with Mercury, Spirit is saying also if you have Gemini, which is, air sign energy, or Virgo in your chart, that can come through because that's ruled by Mercury. They're ruled by Mercury. So being aware of this is voice, knowledge, insight, power. But what Spirit was saying, getting back to that, is that their Mercury can be in an air sign energy, or, that energy can be coming forward. So it's somebody you can listen to. It can be somebody you read. It can be an actor. It can be a podcast. So just be aware of this, that it's going to be somebody who's very influential and just has a way with words. And it doesn't mean that they have to be influential, like they have a huge following, but it does mean that their words have impact. So being aware of that is going to be super important. And it's going to be like honing your skills, honing your insight, making you much more aware, and making you move forward in a tenacity and brilliance. So our subconscious spirit message is enchanted. Live an enchanted life. Let yourself be enchanted. So often we forget about the magic and the beauty and the mystery of our world and our existence. It's calling it back into play. And it's saying, what's enchanting? What is enchanting? What do you find enchanting? And how do you move forward in enchantment? Because it's letting your heart guide you. And it's saying what seeds are important to you, what things are important to you. It moves us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is personal power, which has been coming up a lot lately. And this is the solar plexus energy. And this is really embracing our power, our determination, our focus. It's listening to our gut. Your gut reaction to things is going to be quite good. So listen to it, but also take care of your gut. Be mindful of the foods that you're feeding yourself. Be mindful of what you're drinking. Be mindful of feeding your gut and listening to your gut. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Five of Wands. This is fighting for the sake of fighting. This is hooliganish, attitudes. This is chaos for the sense of chaos. So just be mindful about this. So this can be gossip that stirs up mischief. This can be people who just like to nitpick and nag at things. So here with the Five of Wands, just be aware and be mindful of subconsciously either being pulled towards mischief or pulling away towards the mischief, and people being like, oh, but you're not part of our group anymore, type of thing. It moves us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Tower. Everything is changing. We feel that. With both the King and the Queen of Pentacles reversed, there is a sense of a feeling like almost like free falling, but it's that the foundation has been shaken. Our mind has been blown. It's like, whoa, I never thought of that. I never saw that. I never looked like at it like this. And so you're really opening up. Now, it can be that we find the state of the world right now to be a tower moment, which is completely understandable. It can be that we're going through a personal, tower time. The tower is not bad. Okay. I always like to say, marriage can be a tower time. It's something that you celebrate. It's something that you're so happy about. It's something that's absolutely elating, but it changes your whole entire world in ways that you hadn't expected. And here, that's what comes through. The tower is just powerful and irrevocable change. And it opens up our minds and it throws us out of our comfort zone. So just be aware subconsciously we're going through this. And even if it's nothing big, even if we think, oh, wow, people handle so much more than what I'm handling right now. Yeah, they do. But you matter. And what you're going through matters. So stop downplaying yourself. Okay? Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time. And embrace your joy. And know that after a tower time comes, this beautiful rebuilding, this beautiful sense of stability and security and determination and focus and insight. It's like now I've gotten my footing more than I ever had before. Like now I know me more than I ever have before. So even if this is a private, tower time or a very public one, it does not matter. What it matters is that as you step out of this, you come out fierce, you come out determined, you come out focused. And that is extraordinary. It's a crucible, right? It is being born through fire. And that is extraordinary. All right. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.